Welcome to this episode of the Pain and Purse podcast. I'm the host, DB, and I got my lovely co-host.
Coach V, what's up, y'all?
And today, we just going to talk about women not feeling protected in their relationships and things that men can do to change that narrative. So, before we started the cameras, you was telling me the story.
I don't know if people ready for this one.
Ready or not, here we come.
So yeah, okay. So one of my ex-boyfriends, he was stayed over one night, and the next morning his friend came over so they can go to work together. My dude, he was in the room getting dressed. I was in the kitchen making breakfast because I wanted to eat too, right? But nonetheless, I let the friend in. He went in my living room, sat down. I had on a baggy shirt and some sweats. So I didn't have on any lingerie, nothing enticing or anything like that. On top of that, I knew the friend was coming over. So naturally, I would not be, in anything sexy. Plus, I've met the friend before, right? So, the couple of interactions that we've had, everything was cool. So the next events, it just kind of flabbergasted me. So I'm in the kitchen cooking, and then I feel this energy behind me. And I'm thinking it's my dude, but I look up and it's his friend. So immediately I'm like, okay, what's happening here? Right? I said, what's up? Do you need something? Like, what's going on? He was like, what's up. And then he looks down. I look down, and he's holding himself.
Wow.
So naturally, I was shocked. I froze, right? Because I had never experienced anything like that before. So I immediately go to my room. I tell my dude, I'm thinking after I tell him what happens, he gonna come out and floor this dude in my kitchen or the living room, whatever. Some hands needed to be put on him. So I thought, but there wasn't. Like, there was a conversation. Words were being exchanged. Dude's teeth should have been on the floor. And that did not happen. And then they left together. So that was strange. It was very suspect. I was confused. I didn't understand what just happened. My main thing was my dude didn't protect me, right? Once I went in there and told him that I was expecting for all hell to break loose. I mean, like, what would you have done?
Well, hopefully none of my friends ever do that. But yeah, I specialize in putting fist to face.
Okay.
And so
naturally,
it's one of those things that I hope never happen, especially with my current wife. You know what I'm saying? And I like to think that I got a good group of men around me that wouldn't do that.
Right.
But you're right. Like that definitely warrants more than a conversation. And so part of me working on my growth is trying not to be so visual with the violence. Because like I've looked at all of our old episodes and I talk about violence a lot. So when you just ask her that question, I'm like, oh, she don't know that I've been trying to work on not expressing violence, right? But that definitely warrants fist to face. You know what I mean? Or what the kids say, belt to ass.
That too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, you not feeling protected and traumatized.
Because that's something that I can't unsee.
Yes. But I was going to ask you, so how do you carry that with you today? And how have you processed that?
Well, I mean, I've talked about it in my therapy sessions. Um, I don't know. I don't think that I have fully processed it. I feel like it's an ongoing processing.
That's why when we talk off camera, I said I don't want to use the word healing. I want to say processing.
Yeah.
Because healing is a process. So we just gonna keep processing that, and it's perfectly okay if you're not done processing it yet. But you said a major thing. You started to process it by going to therapy, so your therapist is aware of it. You know what I mean? And I'm sure she's told you some good tips, tricks, or a strategy to help you process through that. But all this stuff takes time.
It takes time, and it also takes patience with yourself, because I was mad at myself for a long time. Like, there was some boiling water on the stove, right? I was making grits and eggs and toast.
Have you ever had that moment at work where you notice that people are being rude and disrespectful? Sometimes people are overreacting without thinking, and you just wish that there was somebody who was dedicated to doing something about it. If this even sounds remotely familiar, I encourage you to sign up for our Civility Intelligence Trainer program put on by EI365 that's rooted in our signature approach of EI Code of Conduct. If you or someone in your organization would like to be a thought leader on civility intelligence and help neutralize that undesirable behavior in your work environment, you can reach out and book a call so we can certify trainers inside of your organization so you can have a constant eye on workplace incivility. We'll see you on the other side. Peace.
Why didn't I think to grab the freaking pot of boiling water and throw it on his ass? You know what I'm saying? So it's things like that that play in my head all the time.
Because that could be a sticking point for you. You didn't do that because what you expected to happen was the male in your life. You expected him to protect you in that moment. Now that he didn't, now you thinking I could have just took care of myself and I'd have felt better if I'd have just threw the boiling water on him. You see what I'm saying? So it's hindsight was never meant to be foresight. And we try to interchange the two sometimes. When something don't happen the way we think it should have happened, we want to replay the story and change the outcome because basically you want to feel vindicated.
Yes, because I don't feel like there was any justice served.
and so that could be a sticking point for you in this particular situation because you don't have an outcome, or at least you don't have an outcome that you desire, right?
There was no outcome there.
So the outcome was they left together, right? And that's not an outcome that you desire. And no fist to face, no belt to ass, no type.
There wasn't even any real consoling after the fact. And so that in itself is like, you don't think that I was hurt, I was traumatized, I was shocked, I was all of these things, you know what I'm saying, to where I needed your consoling. I needed a hug. I needed some type of understanding, some type of reassurance. Nothing. So then it to me, it's like, okay, so then I was not valuable. Our relationship was not valuable to you. I was not valuable to you, because there's no way in hell that something shouldn't have been done right at that moment. Period. And so then
I 100% agree.
And then it just keeps me in this space where, like, I believe that there are good men out there, but I just have yet to experience that
them.
one. And I don't even need a whole bunch of dudes. I don't even want a whole bunch of dudes. I just want one solid partner. One, just one. that is
it's safe to say that you need someone that you feel protected around.
yes.
And so I'm learning a lot about you. And I'm learning a lot about you in these last couple of episodes. You know what I'm saying? And I love it though, right? Because as close as we are as friends, we don't talk about these type of things because for whatever reason, like I
mean, we're just not randomly talking about stuff
I
like
don't
that.
talk about, I don't ask you about your past relationships. Right. So to hear these stories and to, one, I commend you, right? Because the last two stories that you shared for public consumption are real stories. And so I want to acknowledge the strength that it takes to share the stories. And you know already, I'm rocking with you. And you probably didn't tell me stories when they happened because. So, but as I said earlier, we're not discussing violence. Right. But at the end of the day, like these are sticking points for you in a male-female relationship type deal, right? So hopefully you're learning something about yourself as you're sharing these stories, especially with the immediate feedback from me, right? So as far as not feeling protected, that is another trauma trigger.
Yes, absolutely.
So whenever you with someone, and it could be something as simple as they don't look like they can protect you, or they, you know what I mean? Like they cannot physically look like they can protect you, and so that could be a turn off, right?
Yeah.
And
Well,
so,
that I'm not even attracted to that. Like I like big dudes. Tall, big, you know, you gotta have, you know, some weight on you. I gotta be able to feel like I can just,
if a threat is in the building,
I ain't gotta worry about nothing.
but you know, there's some little dudes out here, but yeah, but I'm just saying though, it's some little people out here that pack a powerful punch and they don't mind getting busy. So, but you saying, but for me, I need a tall dude.
Tall, yes. It's gotta be tall.
I get it. So we're not even going into particulars here. Back to the feeling of not feeling protected. That is a real thing for you. So that's another point for you to actually evaluate and feel. I mean, and not feel, but decide what makes you feel protected, right? Because if we never think about it, we don't know what we're looking for actually in a partner. And just because a dude big and got size, if he don't got the heart, it's useless. So make sure you, and when you, and this episode is sponsored by Choice Catering. Chef Doja, he amazing. I always go to him for my garlic noodles and crab. He better than any restaurant in the Bay Area. I promise you. My wife loved the salmon and garlic rice. He even throw in shrimp when you do the garlic crab. He throw in some extra shrimp for you. With that being said, if you're interested, go to Choice Catering. The number is 510-424-2120. Choice Catering, the real garlic noodles of the Bay. With that being said, let's get back to the episode. Love you. Peace. Your description, they got to have a heart that matches their big in there. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, not feeling protected is definitely a valid reason for your emotions to be how they are, right? I don't know how you would change the narrative in that story because one, the thing that happened. And I don't know if you can finish that story without actually seeing or knowing that the offender got some type of justice. I mean, or got some type of injustice done to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's something that I will never get.
Yeah.
And so unfortunately, I've just had to accept that. because it happened so long ago, for one. And even though, and I'm not with, I'm out, I'm not with this person anymore. But when we were together and the conversations that we've had about it, even in those times, I still did not get the reassurance. Like, he claims that he did, put hands on him or whatever. And I'm just like, so where was that energy in my kitchen? Like, how come that did not happen in front of me? Because now I don't believe you.
I was about to say that that's hard to believe.
That's hard to believe. And then on top of that, you did not console me. You did not hold me. You did not protect me. You left me there to process. You were more concerned with getting to work on time. That was more important than my feelings and what the hell just took place in my kitchen.
We gonna let that breathe, because those are real emotions that just came out, and that just reaffirmed that you still haven't finished processing that, and just thinking about it.
It's frustrating, D. Like, I'm trying not to cry because I told myself I don't want to cry on here.
Hey, we're not crying.
But that's a real, like, as a woman, because in, women, like I've said in one of our other episodes, we have this stigma that's placed on us as far as us being angry and wearing this masculine energy and things like that. But people don't understand even where that stems from. Some of us don't want to wear that. I don't want to wear that. At that moment, I had to like be masculine, for a lack of a better word, because I was not allowed to thrive in my femininity. I should have been able to thrive in my femininity right at that moment. And I should have known that my man had me at that moment. So it's those situations, those experiences right there that has shaped my mind in regards to a man. And again, I know that there are good men out there. I wholeheartedly believe that. I just haven't experienced it yet. And so, maybe after a couple of more of these episodes, I get it out. That'll be, I'm getting it out, saying it out loud. I've talked about it in therapy. I've written it in my journals, things like that. But saying it publicly, this is the first time. And so, this is also a form of therapy for me.
It's a form of therapy for me. And these conversations help both of us, right? Because as your friend, it helps me understand you better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I've said, we don't just openly just talk about relationships, or especially past relationships. And so once again, I want to thank you for being open, being transparent, and allowing yourself to process. That was a form of processing those emotions, because I don't know if you've ever been able to say it like that, especially looking at another male. And I would like to think that I'm a male that you feel safe, seen, and secured around.
Trust.
And so, like, just know that I got you. You know what I'm saying? It won't happen again. And that's the assurance that I can give you as your friend. And so you just got to just keep talking about it. We can't heal what we hide, right? And we like to tell ourselves, that's why I'm so transparent about the things that I go through, and the things that because I truly understand that if I try to hide it, I'm not going to process it, because you're
suppressing it.
You're suppressing it.
Yeah.
And so,
and it's festering. You dwell.
All that.
Yeah.
All that.
Yep.
And so that's why we do the DB and Fee series, right? And so, like, these last few episodes been you pouring your heart out, right? In which I'm thankful, because that means you're getting more and more comfortable on camera. and that means you get more and more comfortable with me, right? And so
in this
environment,
setting,
these blue chairs is a beast. Telling
they're
you,
actually turquoise,
to
and
do a
they're really
turquoise.
comfortable too.
But I'm just saying, like but
it's the energy in here.
But that's what this is for.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And so the only thing that comes to mind when it comes to that is surround yourself with more men that you know gonna protect you. Right? Whether it's your brothers, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, and I will say, I never told my brothers this. I mean, well, now if they watch this episode, they gonna know. But I noticed since for like the past, 3 years, 3.5 years, I've been getting closer with one of my brothers. And he's actually my younger brother, right? But he's taller than me, he's bigger than me. And he, I feel protected around my brother, and he's a great uncle to my kids. He's very present, very hands-on, and so we've been building on our relationship more. So I have been, making it a point.
So for that type of situation, yeah, I think that's the best thing you can do is get around some real men that make you feel safe, seen, and protected. And that's
my way to it. It might be happening slowly, but it's happening though. And because I'm slowly, as I'm on this journey of understanding myself, of why I am the way that I am, because sometimes some of it I didn't get, but as I'm growing and reflecting and processing, it's making it a little bit more easier for me to come out of my cage. I'm slowly inching the walls, open just a little bit. I'm peeking out every once in a while.
You see a little light in the
crack. Yeah. Well, yeah, because I got, I got a green thumb. Yeah. So my plants need lights. Yeah. So I can't keep the windows shut all the time. I gotta open the blinds. But no, all BS aside, yeah, no, I'm coming around. It's this healing journey ain't no joke. If you if you intend
process.
And it's intentional. And I just decided, remember I said I genuinely don't want to be that other fee.
And so I believe since that episode, I believe you've heightened your self-awareness.
Yes.
And you've been giving a lot more attention and intention.
Yep.
To breaking through.
Yes.
Some of the things that the barriers that's been holding you back. I'm just here to be part of the vessel. And I'm just happy that I can, actually help you process. Right?
I'm a long way from the gas station.
A long way from working at the gas station.
No, but it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
And so
I'm very blessed to have you as my friend.
I'm blessed as well, and I appreciate it. But you just sharing how did that just make you feel?
It made me feel good. It was releasing. Yeah, I mean that's it was liberating.
Ooh, big words. Liberating. Somebody went to college now. So
it was definitely liberating. And to be able to share it with you in the world.
So my thing, or what I would say is, sometimes men don't do the right thing.
Clearly.
And I'm not speaking for all men when I say this. Some men honestly don't know how, or that for some reason they just like they spidey senses don't kick in. Not saying that this is the case. I'm saying for future references, when another man don't protect you in a way that you feel, because there's gonna be another time where a man don't protect you, and I don't want you to go back into your shell, right? So, because we humans and we gonna fail.
But that okay, and I received that.
But no,
But something like that,
should nobody be exposing
Yeah.
themselves to you under no
it
circumstances.
should have been hella all you get. Straight Street Fighter. For real.
And
All
so-
jokes aside.
And so just know that you are loved, you are worthy, you are protected, and it's men out there like me who got you. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully I've proven that over the last 20 years, or you know what I mean? But yeah, some people just stupid too. So, you know what I mean? So
those are the ones that I'm trying to stay free and clear from, just not intentionally putting myself in those spaces.
And so, with that being said, that was a good episode of the Pain and Purpose podcast. Please, if you're a male out there, be a man. Protect the woman that you with or any other woman that's in your vicinity. As men, we are providers and protectors. Even if they don't belong to you and you see something happening, say something, do something. Don't let another male assault another female and you just record or you just stand by and watch. With that being said, I want y'all to have a blessed and stress-free day because y'all definitely deserve it. We love y'all. Peace.